All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back for another deep dive with us. We're going somewhere pretty interesting today.
Yeah, this one is
We're heading down to Key West, Florida,
beautiful.
but not for the sunshine or the margaritas this time.
No, not this time.
We are tackling a different kind of,
Conundrum.
yeah, conundrum. We're tackling the wild world of feral chickens.
That's right, chickens.
You heard that right. Chickens.
Feral chickens.
Our main source today is going to be a Vice-E news video, and
Vicey, those guys are great.
yeah, they always have the
best visuals.
yeah, the best visuals. You're really going to want to check this one out, I think, just for the visuals alone.
Oh, absolutely. Very
In fact,
entertaining.
they paint a pretty crazy picture of,
Well, this unique situation, we'll say.
yeah, unique situation. That's one word for it.
Yeah, one word for it.
So how did chickens become the unofficial rulers of this island paradise?
Right. It's a good question.
And what are the consequences?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to explore in this deep dive.
So let's set the scene here. Key West, this laid-back, anything-goes island,
Right. Very much the attitude down there.
is overrun with chickens.
Overrun.
And we're not talking about just a couple here and there. We're
Ugh.
talking hundreds,
At least.
maybe even thousands,
Possibly even more. Who knows?
strutting through the streets, the beaches,
You'll see them in the restaurants.
crashing happy hour at the bars.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
I mean,
They're living the good life.
it's really something else.
It is. They really are.
So these are not your typical farm birds,
No. These are
like we see on TV and stuff.
like the ones you get at the grocery store. No.
These are descendants of chickens brought over from the Caribbean way back in the 1800s.
That's right. Yeah, a long time ago.
Originally intended for cockfighting and food,
Mm-hmm.
but then in 1986, cockfighting was outlawed.
It was.
And many of these birds were just released
There you go.
into the wild.
Yep.
Talk about unintended consequences.
Yeah, talk about it
So the Vice News video shows these chickens everywhere,
everywhere you look.
holding up traffic, pecking at scraps, basically just living their best life.
They really are.
And the Vicey people describe them as tough-muscled
Oh, yeah.
and full of, well, we'll say confidence.
Yeah, confidence is a good word.
And honestly, after seeing the footage, I can't disagree.
Oh, they're strutting their stuff.
Yeah.
They really are.
So Key West being the small island
right.
with very few natural predators
Not too many out there for them.
became kind of this ideal breeding ground for these chickens.
Absolutely perfect spot for them.
And their population just exploded.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're as much a part of the local landscape as like the palm trees and the turquoise water.
They're a fixture at this point.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Isn't that something?
But it's not all sunshine and clucking.
Well, right.
The Vice report also highlights the less glamorous side.
There's always a flip side.
Yeah, the poop.
Ah, yes, the poop.
And I mean, a lot of poop.
It comes with the territory, right?
I guess so.
When you have that many birds,
Yeah.
that's what happens. It's everywhere.
Yeah, and it's not just a health concern either.
No.
This sheer number of chickens
Yeah.
is impacting the delicate balance of Key West's ecosystem.
Absolutely.
You know,
And
that intricate web of life that keeps things running smoothly.
everything has its place.
Right.
And when you get an imbalance like this,
Yeah.
it can throw everything out of whack.
So these chickens are like competing with the native species for food and resources.
Yep.
They can spread like invasive plants through their droppings,
Right.
just disrupting that natural environment.
And we've talked about that before in other deep dives.
Yeah, for sure.
How these things can have these ripple effects that you just don't anticipate.
And speaking of ripple effects,
Yeah.
the video shows that despite there being a local law against it,
A law.
people are feeding the chickens.
Oh, yeah. They love the chicken.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's huge bags of feed being bought. There are folks dressed up in chicken costumes
Oh, yeah.
to get closer to the flocks.
I've seen that.
It's like something out of a movie.
It's almost like they're trying to become one of them.
I know, it's crazy.
It's a little strange.
So, what's going on here?
It's good intentions gone wrong.
Yeah,
I think people, they just think, oh, I'm going to feed the animals. Nice thing to do, right?
right.
Seems harmless.
Yeah.
But
Even kind.
kind, exactly.
But it's actually creating like this dependency,
It is. You're exactly right.
disrupting the chicken's natural foraging behaviors, leading to these larger, more concentrated flocks,
More chickens.
more poop,
Exactly.
and further disrupting that delicate ecosystem.
That's the problem.
So what's being done to
Well-
manage this feathery frenzy?
So they have this group called the Key West Wildlife Center.
Okay.
They're doing a lot of the heavy lifting here.
Yeah.
They're rescuing about 1,500 chickens a year.
Wow, that's a lot of
That's a
birds.
lot of birds.
So they're caught and
Yep.
then ideally relocated to mainland Florida.
That's the plan.
Relocated, like shipped off to chicken retirement communities or something.
Not quite. I don't think they get quite that level of luxury.
I mean, is that really the best solution here?
Well, it's not without its challenges.
Yeah.
The video mentions this previous attempt
Uh-huh.
to move the chickens to like a sanctuary.
Okay.
And it kind of failed.
It failed.
Yeah, there was pushback from some residents who are,
Okay.
let's say, quite fond of their feathered neighbors.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see both sides here.
Mm.
It does raise some ethical questions. Like,
Sure.
is it fair to just uproot these chickens from the only home they've ever known?
Yeah, that's the dilemma, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a tough situation because you got to balance the needs of
Yeah.
the chickens,
Right.
the environment, the residents.
A lot.
It's a complex issue. There's valid points on all sides.
So what is the current strategy?
Well,
Where are these chickens going?
so the focus now is relocating them to farms on the mainland.
Okay.
The VICE report highlights this one place, 1,200-acre farm
Wow.
near Lake Okeechobee,
Okay.
and some of the rescued chickens end up there.
Okay.
And they actually help out with pest control.
Really?
Yeah, they eat bugs.
So it's like a win-win.
Win-win, exactly.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it's not bad.
From Key West party crashers to like bug-busting heroes.
Exactly.
That's quite the career change.
A second act.
But it makes you wonder, can mainland Florida really handle
Yeah.
all these relocated chickens?
That's the question.
Right.
I mean, there's a risk there.
Yeah.
Overpopulation, disease transmission,
Yeah.
disruption to the ecosystems there, too.
Yeah.
You're just moving the problem around potentially.
Right.
So it requires careful planning,
Yeah.
ongoing management to make sure this is actually a good thing
Right.
for the chickens and for the new environment.
All right. Yeah, it really is a complicated situation.
It is.
But this idea of a chicken paradise, like working as pest control,
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of intriguing.
It is interesting.
Could this be like a model for more humane chicken management?
Potentially.
Not just for these relocated birds, but maybe even on a larger scale.
I mean, it suggests that there are ways
Yeah.
to integrate chickens into our environments
Yeah.
in a way that's beneficial
Yeah.
for both them and us.
Right. Right.
It requires a shift in thinking, though,
Okay.
away from the idea of chickens just as a food source,
Mm-hmm.
thinking about them and their potential role in a more holistic ecological system.
Right.
So it's a different way of looking at it.
So what does this all mean for our listener? What can
Yeah.
we take away from this whole
Yeah.
feathery tale of Key West?
I think it highlights, the unexpected consequences of our actions, right?
Mhm.
We brought these chickens in, we introduced them for our own purposes,
Yeah.
and now we're dealing with these ripple effects,
Yeah.
decades later.
Yeah.
So it's a reminder that our relationship with the natural world, it's complicated, it's complex, it's constantly evolving.
And it's a story about resilience, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Both of the chickens themselves
Right.
and the people trying to find the solutions.
They're figuring it out.
Yeah, there's no easy answer here.
Nope.
But it's through these kinds of challenges that we kind of learn and adapt.
I think that's a good point.
Right.
I mean, sometimes those challenges lead us to rethink our assumptions,
Yeah.
discover new possibilities.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe the Key West chickens will inspire
Mm.
a whole new approach to chicken farming and pest control.
That would be something.
Right.
That would be pretty cool.
Wouldn't be the first time that nature has surprised us
Yeah, that's for sure.
with ingenuity.
All right. So, to wrap things up,
Yeah.
we've explored the wild world of Key West chickens.
We have.
From their origins as fighting birds
Right.
to their current status as both beloved residents and a bit of a nuisance.
Both sides of the coin.
We've talked about the health concerns,
Mhm.
environmental impact,
Right.
the ethical dilemmas involved in managing this feathery population.
It's a lot.
And maybe, just maybe,
Yeah.
we've kind of glimpsed a potential path toward a more harmonious coexistence
That's the hope.
between humans and chickens.
Fingers crossed.
So if you want to see this story unfold in all its feathered glory,
You got to check out the video.
check out that Vice News video.
Definitely worth it for the visuals alone.
Yeah, definitely. And remember, the next time you see a chicken,
Yeah.
don't just see dinner.
No.
See a creature with a history,
A story.
a place in the ecosystem, and
Absolutely.
a story to tell.
And a lot of personality.
And who knows, maybe even a future as a bug-busting superhero.
I love it.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep an eye out for those unexpected deep dives that life throws our way.